Introduce yourself, Janani.
So, hi Ishan. So, this is Janani. Currently, I'm working in one of the gaming company. I have totally 5 years of experience. So, I started my career in one of the independent testing company for 3 years, and I just moved on to the gaming company. So, I'm just now currently seeking for this automation type of career in my field. So, yeah, that's all from short and brief introduction from my side, sir.
What is main method?
So main method. So JVM, there is a concept called JVM, Java Virtual Machine. It always look for the main method. So without main method, we can't able to proceed the program. So main method means public static void main and a string argument. So public, which is nothing but an access specifier. So totally we have 4 type of access specifier: private, public, default, and protected. So here we are using a public access specifier in order to access it globally. So then static is nothing but a modifier. It can be a 2 type, that is static method and non-static method. And main, static void is nothing but a return type, and main is the name of the method name, and arguments, which is the parameter we are passing in the main method.
And explain how Java internally works.
So Java, whatever we are written in the program is it's all human understandable language. So the system will always understand the binary language. So in order to do this process, we have a 2 concept like compilation and interpretation. With the help of these 2, we can able to run our program. So compilation, it's always look for the compilation syntaxes. So if it is fail, it will throw the compilation error. If everything the syntax is right, it will proceed the next process called interpretation. And also the compilation, it's the responsible to converting the Java file to the class file. Then once it converted to the class file, then interpretation will come into the picture, and that class file is converted into the binary file. So in interpretation, we have 3 things like JVM, JRE, and JIT. With the help of these 3, the interpretation process it's doing. So JRE means Java Runtime Environment. It will create an environment to run the program. And as I already told, JVM, it's mainly used to execute the program, and it start from the main method. And JIT, it's responsible for the conversion.
Okay. What are the conditional statements?
Conditional statements as if else if, nested else if. So these are the conditional statements, sir.
What are comparison operators?
Comparison operators. So the comparison operator, the naming itself suggests that comparison of the 2 integers or variable something. So comparison operator means less than equal to, greater than equal to, double equals to. So these are the examples of this comparison operator, sir.
What is method overloading?
Method overloading. Okay. So developing the same method name, developing multiple method with the same name, but variations in the argument list. So this is called as the method overloading, sir.
Okay. What is inheritance, and explain all the type of inheritance?
Yeah. So inheritance concept is used to inherit the property from one class to the another class. So we have 6 type of inheritance: the single level, multi-level, multiple level, and hybrid level, and hierarchical level. So single level means its name itself suggests that the simple level inheritance, like inheriting the property from one class to another class. So then it's multi-level. So it means the minimum of 3 to maximum of classes we can able to inherit it with the help of multi-level. And then multiple level inheritance. In this class method, we can't able to achieve the multiple level inheritance due to the diamond problem, because in this concept we are trying to inherit the multiple parent class in the same child class. So this is not possible in the concept of class. So in order to overcome this, here we are using the interface for this, specifically for this inheritance. Then it is hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance means the inheriting the multiple child class from the one parent class is called hierarchical. And hybrid is nothing but the combination of single level, hybrid level, and multi-level inheritance, sir.
What is method overriding?
Overriding. Okay. So developing the method in the parent class, which has the same name and the signature in the child class, but implementation is different. So we have the different implementation logic is written there. So this is called overriding. So normally if we override the classes means it always calls the child. So child will always override the parent class method. So in this concept, we are using the super keyword in order to call the parent class constructor or parent class methods also.
What is super calling statement?
Super calling statement. Yeah. So super calling statement is used to call the parent class constructor from the child class constructor. It can be the two types, like it is the two type, that is parameterized and non-parameterized.
Okay. What is difference between local and global variable?
Local and global. Okay. So local variable means the variable which is written inside the method. It is called as a local variable. The scope of the local variable, it lies between the starting of the method to ending of the method. And in this concept, the scope which is inside the method, so that we can't able to differentiate from static or non-static here. And we don't have the default values in the local variables. But when it comes to the global variable, the whatever the variable which is declared from outside of the outside of the method, which is the scope from the starting of the class to ending of the class. So the default value we can able to initiate here, and also it can be about static and non-static, and also the final variable.
Okay. What is the final variable?
Final variable. So any variable that is declared as a final, that is declared as a final is called as final variable. And once we declare the particular variable as a final, we can't able to modify or update, or any modifications cannot be done there. And suppose when the particular method is declared as a final method, we can't able to override the a final method. And when it comes to the final class, we can't able to inherit the final class.
What is this keyword and this calling statement?
So yeah, so this keyword it's used when we try, when the global variable and the local variable has the same name. At the time that this keyword is used. And when it comes to the this calling statement, this concept is this calling statement is used when we try to call the one constructor inside the another constructor within the same class.
Okay. What is scanner?
Well, the scanner, it is a predefined class in a Java, which mainly use it to call the human input values in the runtime basis. So we have a lot of methods in this scanner class, like the scanner variable dot next means it will take the string values, and int means it will take the integer value from the human inputs.
What all methods we have in scanner?
We have a lot of methods, sir. For example, get int, get string, get double, get float, and next. Sorry, next int, next double, next string, next, like that, and all we have, sir.
What is the exception in scanner?
So exception means human input value. When we try to give the incorrect input to the system, it will gives this input mismatch exception, sir.
Okay. What is exceptional handling?
Well, the exception handling, it's mainly used to handle the runtime error, so that the regular flow it's not get affected, sir. So in that basis, we are using the exception handling. And in this concept, we have keywords called try, catch, finally, throw, and throws also, sir. So each keywords will used for the specific definitions and specific concepts.
Explain how try and catch is used.
So try block is, we use it to write the complete logic will be written in the try block, sir. And if in that logic in runtime, if we are facing any exception, that exception will be handled in the catch block. So in that basis, we are using these two blocks, sir.
What is a throw and throws?
throw. Okay. Throw means the name itself suggests that throw the exception. So this throw keyword, it's usually inside the method to throw the particular exceptions. And when it comes to this throws, throws, it means usually to declare the exception, and using the single throws we can able to handle the multiple exceptions. That throws can be written along with the method name. So if we writing the throws along with the method name, we can able to handle the multiple exception. When it comes to the throw, the single throw, it will throw only the single exception, sir.
What is typecasting? And explain all the typecastings.
Okay, sir. So typecasting, it's converting the one type to another type. So basically, it has a two types, that is primitive typecasting and class typecasting. Primitive means converting the one data type to another data type, whereas a class is also called as non-primitive type, and this is mainly used to convert the one class to the another class. When it comes to the primitive typecasting, there are two types. One is narrowing and widening. Widening means converting the smaller data type to bigger data type. So we can able to declare this widening concept by using explicit and implicit way. When it comes to the narrowing, it's a conversion taken place between the bigger data type to smaller data type. Then class typecasting. So that also we have a two type, that is upcasting and downcasting. Upcasting, it's mainly used to convert the subclass to the superclass. So it can be written in a both implicit and explicit way. When it comes to this downcasting, it's vice versa of the upcasting, like superclass to the subclass.
Okay, what is abstract class and abstract method?
So abstract class. So abstract class will always have the abstract method. So the behavior of the abstract method means there is no implementation logic is written in the abstract method, and we can able to override the abstract method. So, and also adding to that, with the help of this abstract class, we can able to achieve 0 to 100% of abstraction.
What is difference between abstract method and concrete method?
Okay. So then concrete class, concrete method means concrete class will have both. Concrete class only have the concrete method. It doesn't have abstract method. And in concrete class, we overriding is not possible, and both static and non-static method, it's possible in this abstract class. But when it comes to this abstract class, sorry, these are in concrete class, but when it comes to the abstract class, overriding is possible, but that only non-static methods is achievable there.
Okay. What is interface?
Interface. Okay, so interface concept is mainly used to achieve the 100% of the abstraction. So in this interface class, we can able to have only the abstract method. So because of that only, we can able to achieve the 100% of abstraction. But okay, in this interface class, the two keywords is used. One of the keyword is implements. That implement keyword is used when we try to call the child class to the interface. But when it comes to the interface to interface, the extern keywords is used.
Okay, what is abstraction?
Abstraction. Okay, so the process of hiding the implementation logic and showcasing only the functionality to the third party people. So that is abstraction, sir.
Is encapsulation?
Okay, encapsulation, which means the restricting the direct access of the variable or data type or class member and providing the indirect access to them by using the getter and setter method. So in order to use this encapsulation method, there would be the certain rules to achieve this encapsulation concept. The first one is we have to declare the particular variable as a private, then only we can able to use this encapsulation, sir, by using the getter and setter method.
What is polymorphism?
Polymorphism, okay. Okay, polymorphism means different behavior it's different different life cycle, performing the same method in different behavior and in different stage of life cycle is polymorphism, sir. It's a two types we are having, like runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism. When it comes to the runtime polymorphism, when an object which has the different behavior at different stage of life cycle, but that is based on this creation of an object. So this type of polymorphism is achieved by using the overriding concept. But when it comes to the compile time polymorphism, the object which has a different behavior at different stage of life cycle, that is based on the arguments we are passing. So arguments we are passing means obviously this concept is achievable by method overloading.
What is array?
Array. So array is the homogeneous data type. We can able to store the same data type, and it can store null value. It can store the duplicate value. And we have a drawback in arrays also. In order to overcome that, we are using the collection concept, sir.
Explain collection.
Well, collection, it is a framework that is used to modify or update the performance, the action. And using the concept of collection, we can able to store the dynamic value. It is a dynamic size and the heterogeneous data types. So we can able to store the different data types in using the concept of collection.
Okay, write a program in scanner and show the exception.
Okay, sir. Okay, sorry for that confusion. I just opened another program, so it's stuck there. Okay. So this is the one, sir. Initially, when I passed the integer value, it's worked. Now, when I passed the decimal value instead of the int value, now I got this input mismatch exception.
Okay. Okay, handle this exception using try and catch.
Okay, sir. It's done, sir.
Create two separate class, and in one class you show compile time polymorphism, another class you show runtime polymorphism.
So you want me to create a two class?
Yes. Not here separately, not in this class. Two separate classes,
You mean different?
different
Okay,
class.
okay, okay. When I try to call this add method in the sample class without making the relationship between, that is, I'm not using the extends keyword here. So the syntax is wrong. If I throw this one, it will throw the compilation error, sir.
Okay.
This one. Compilation problem I am getting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not having the relationship between the two classes.
Okay. In the class sample, you show the compile time polymorphism.
At compile time. Okay. So this is compile time polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism is achievable in method overloading. So I have written the same name, but variations in the argument list. One of the method I didn't pass any argument, but here I passed the argument. But when I try to call this one, both will come. You want me to run?
Yeah.
So yes. So I'm directly calling the parameterized constructor. So I have written the first command as this one in order to call this one also.
Okay.
So both is executed.
Another program for a runtime polymorphism.
Okay. So this is the runtime polymorphism, sir.
Okay.
So when I try to call this one, the program will throw the error because overriding is the concept like the same method name, the same signature, and the name is also same. So same name, method name I have mentioned, and the signature I removed. So if that is the same, if I try to run this one, obviously it will throw the errors. So system can't able to tell which we are having. Since we are having the two method as the same name, it will throw the runtime exception.
Okay. Anything more to show? That's all. Shall I close the sharing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Janan, you have answered most questions brilliantly. Actually, that method overriding means relationship must be there in two classes. You should have created another class, and inside that you written void add. That would have been parent class. Then public class that a trial extends that parent class. Inside that public class, super keyword would have used. That would have been method overriding and runtime polymorphism.
Okay, sir. But I tried to do this in the same class, so I just got confused
And that constructor means constructor name should be same as the class name. Parameterized constructor means put some parameters inside it. Trial one underscore one bracket some int a. That is parameterized constructor. So while calling parameterized constructor, new trial underscore one 50.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything was perfect.
Okay, sir. I will rectify this thing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for the support. Yeah.